And I can face you now. No, I won't break you down. If I can find you, I won't hurt you. It's not what I do. I came to fight over you. Don't want your lies, I need truth. I came to fight over you. No one will try if that's true. Boom. Who will make the cut? Who will win our hearts? MJT Reviews.
All right, who are we starting with?
Belgium.
Belgium, okay.
I am here joined with Elise Turner, Australian composer and musicologist, and she is going to be discussing her review on Belgium.
Yeah, I am. So we have a male singer for this piece. We've had a lot of male singers so far. Is it just me that thinks that, or is it like very male heavy? Is that usual? Is that standard?
No, I am surprised, but I think more and more will come later. It's just, I think it's a bit of a coincidence that the first ones are all male.
Oh, okay. Well, good, because I'm looking to hear some female representation. But until then, like, I don't mind the male singer. It's just, you know, when you're looking at like who it's made up of, it becomes really clear. Like, heaps of guys here. Where are the chicks at? So we got one language for this song. It is English. So, you know, most people will get what the message is, or at least what the words are. And then our range is F3 to G4. So that's just over an octave by one note. So not too bad, not too wide at all. You know, quite achievable for most people. Our key, we're in a major key, another major key this week. I think we only had one last week that was purely major. So we're starting off with a major key this week. And it's a 4/4 time signature at 146 beats per minute. So this one's fast. This one is the fastest one we've looked at so far. And it is grooving, but in a way that's subtle. Like the tempo's fast, but you don't notice it like when you're listening, if that makes sense. And then we've got 4 chords. So we've got the first major chord, the 4th major chord, the 5th major chord, and then to throw in a minor, the 6th chord. Yep, that's 6. In terms of instrumentation, we've got our vocals, of course, our keyboard. We've got some synths, so like just some sounds in the background which are like a bit eerier and less live performance-y, so it's not so much instruments probably played on a keyboard, and you get that weird like sort of vibe. That sounds stupid. But then you got some drums, you got some tambourine, that's you know, a little bit different. You got that little sort of bell sort of vibe, which is the tambourine, and then you got some bass guitar, or like it could be a bass synth, but I'm going to go with bass guitar because it's not too unachievable for a bass guitar to be playing this bass line that comes in about halfway. And then in terms of form and structure of the song, we've got an intro for 2 bars. 2 bars, I think, for an intro is kind of what you're going to look at if you're getting an intro in Eurovision songs, because it's just enough to like lead in, and then doesn't take up much.
You said France did a similar thing, didn't you?
Yeah. I think, yeah, it was France who also had 2 bars. I don't think any of the songs. Oh, the only song that's had more than 2 bars so far is Slovenia. That was 8 bars. That was a long intro. So we got a 2-bar intro. We got verse 1 at 14 bars. 14 is a bit unusual because usually you'll have it in sets of 8, so you'll have 8 and 8 is 16. So 14 you're sort of losing 2. And maybe that's because of the intro, but then the first 2 follows on immediately after, and that one is also 14. So maybe it's a purposeful thing. Maybe they were just sort of seeing how it goes and it just flowed really nicely into it and they didn't want any breaks. So you got verse 1 of 14 bars and verse 2 of 14 bars. Then you have a chorus of 16, so that's your classic 8 and 8 together, 16. And then verse 3. Now, verse 3, instead of it being 14 bars like the rest of the verses, it is actually 16. And what the reason for that is because at the end, it's kind of got 2 bars of like, we're just going to take a break before we jump into the chorus again, which is 16 bars. Then we got our bridge, and the bridge was probably my favorite part of this song. And that's 14 bars. I don't know. I just liked it, sort of like got a nice build up. It's breaking it down, and it's fun.
What did you think of the video?
Oh, okay. So I thought the opening shot was a bit eerie. Like, obviously you got this like guy sort of standing in the middle of a room, and there's a tiny bit of light. And I'm just like, wait, what's happening? Why is he standing there? Whatever. Didn't seem to change, so I'm like, okay, we'll run with it. We just got a spooky music video. I thought it was a bit how the people in the video singing when it's obvious that they're not singing in the song, because it just looks like bad lip syncing. Like it's not like it's like out of time or anything. It just, you can tell. Like, I'm pretty sure like one of the other notes I made was that they were all female, but I didn't realize that till the end. And it's a male voice, and you're just like, well, is that meant to be a statement? I'm not sure. Couldn't quite get my head around that. I just thought it was a bit odd. To the point where it kind of looked a bit like a cult. Like, like I don't know. It was just like, why are all these people singing this song except only one person singing it? Are they a cult? Are they all brainwashed? I don't know. Maybe it's just like a weird army thing. I don't know. Maybe that's a theme. But yeah, so it did leave me thinking, like, I thought I knew what the song was about until I watched the video. And so I, like, with the video and the song, I'm like, what is the message? Have I lost it? Is it still about fighting for their girlfriend or fighting for their friend or what? Like, because it's not clear anymore, unless, like, they're trying to allude to, like, a Me Too thing. But then why is the main singer male? Like, it's good to have guys fighting for that movement and all, but it's not all about the guys having the power. And that's the point of Me Too, isn't it? Like, it's that we all stand up and fight. The females have the voice to be heard, and the males can support that voice. Like, anyway, so that was my, I don't know, questions that I had. I did like, though, at the end, the walls fell down and it was all really bright. That was cool. It was less eerie after that. Still a bit culty.
What did you think of the kind of relationship between the music and the music video? Even like, I too liked how the walls came down, but then I was expecting at that time the walls would come down something big, because I watched it with the music video, and then it kind of went back to, you know, where they were at before that with the chorus. It didn't go into any, it didn't kind of like, there wasn't much of a climax, I thought.
Like, I feel like the people who made the video, right, had this vision of, we'll do some really cool light play, because it mentions light in the song. We'll have people standing at odd angles so it looks interesting and it looks sort of got that eerie look to it. But that's about it. Like, I think that was the whole premise of, this is my video. So, I don't know. Like, it confused me. At the end of the day, the video was confusing, and I didn't make it easier to understand the song. Yeah.
So overall, what did you think of this entry?
See, I thought it was cool, but like, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. Like, I really liked the bridge. That was 100% my favorite part of the song. But that's about it. The rest was okay and just okay. So, like, it probably wouldn't make my top half, but I liked the bridge, and the bridge was, yeah, I gotta speak out for my bridge because she's the best. Also, totally what I recorded for the piano.
Oh, great.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, that's good for Belgium then. I will say, I'll kind of let you know 2 things. That, you know how we've had national selections. This one was actually internally selected by Belgium. They didn't have a competition.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And also because there's a lot of girls in this video, and I just letting you know, sometimes they reflect the music video on stage, sometimes not. But on stage, you have to have only a maximum of 6 people on stage. And that includes backing singers. That's just for your reference if you ever want to know that.
Okay. Cool. I did not know that.
I'm here with Stuart Wilders from ESC Fan TV. Go check that out. Links below. And he is talking about his thoughts on Belgium this year. What do you think of Belgium?
I think Belgium's got a really good chance this year. They've gone for the song "Wake Up" by Eliot Vassamilier. It's a really nice song. It builds beautifully. Sort of a ballad, sort of stroke mid-tempo. It builds, as I say, and it's got a really sort of strong message behind it. This is one to watch for sure. It could go one or two ways. It could be top 5 potential challenger, or it could just fall away like Belgium did last year. Belgium were a favourite last year, didn't even qualify. But I would expect this to go better than for Belgium this year.
Did you see the music video at all?
I did, yeah.
What do you think of the presentation in that? Do you think they could do something similar on stage and do really well?
Well, this is the thing, because as a song, it's really pleasant, but the video is quite mesmerizing, and I suspect they're going to take some of what's in the video and apply it on stage, and I think that's really where you can make a song work visually. I've no idea how they're going to do it, but I suspect they might, and that's where Belgium, I think, could become from also rounds to contenders by taking that performance they deliver in the video onto stage.
Yeah. And what do you think of his voice? Do you think it's pretty good?
Yeah, he's got quite a distinctive voice, hasn't he? It's really quite it's great on the ears. It sounds very commercial. I like it. I think Belgium have chosen really well this year. It's sort of a bit of an unknown, I think, in sort of European market, but in Belgium he's relatively well known. I think he was on The Voice in Belgium, and yeah, he's a good selection. I think Belgium have chosen well.
So this was an internal selection, and I remember there was a time that Belgium, kind of the winner of The Voice, Belgium automatically represented Belgium, didn't they? And did they ever have a national selection?
They used to, yeah, but for the last few years they've gone for internal selections. I mean, Laura last year was a singer-songwriter who was working in IKEA before she came to Eurovision. Now she wrote a song in the Danish final this year. Eliot was a contender in The Voice. The song "Wake Up" could also be called "I Came to Fight." I came to fight over you, yeah, which is a couple of lyrics. Everyone will remember that. They won't remember "Wake Up." But yeah, definitely one to watch, Mitchell. This has got a lot of possibilities for Tel Aviv.
I'm here with Lam from Vietnam, but in Australia. Right. All right, and you're going to react. We're doing it via satellite. Pretty cool, neat way. You're going to react to Belgium. So the song's called "Wake Up" by Eliot.
So yeah, pretty nice song. The way the video was made is very cinematic. Some of the filming angles were very impressive. So yeah, and at the beginning it's a little bit dark, but you know, as it goes toward the end, we can see, you know, it gets brighter, more, you know, optimistic. So yeah, and the melody is very easy to listen to as well. And I think it convey a very clear message, I think. Like, you know, people's been hiding their true characteristics. Now it's time for them to actually, you know, live with themselves. But the way, you know, we can see more and more people appearing in the video, it says, like, you know, waking up, it needs the strength from the society, from the community, rather than, you know, doing it by ourselves. So yeah, I think the message was a very universal one, and and lots of people can relate to it. Yeah, nice song.
What do you think of his voice?
Quite. I think he's quite young, so his voice not that thick, but he's very emotional, and his facial expression was good. Yeah.
Did you like the music video overall?
Yeah, like at first I didn't really like it because it looks way too dark. I'm not a big fan of dark theme, but yeah, when at the end there was a scene when all the walls fell down and it's get brighter and brighter. So yeah, I like that. Good idea.
Okay, awesome. So that's it from Lamb. Thank you everyone for taking part. Thanks for everyone for watching. Subscribe to see more videos like this. And until next time, bonsoir Europe. Goodbye.
Bye.